We are up and moving this morning, and we're coming down around the bay.
Now bear right on.
And this is a freebie day for us, because we do have plans tomorrow and the next day, which you guys will see. So, we're coming down around the bay of San Francisco. We went through a cloud, but you wouldn't have seen anything from our little charging spot. So I know security checked us because I was passed out last night. Never got to the back of the car. I was editing videos, which I do have the Hoover Dam video ready. It's just I have to make room on my phone, which I was working on. Obviously, you guys know by all the videos I'm making, little tidbits take up room. Well, not too many McDonald's have play places left.
Now turn left.
We are probably gonna go in and get some grub. No? Alright, we got
Now your
that
destination
Scorpion
is on the left.
Adventure Tour. You got a car behind you. Drive-through. You guys don't have to see drive-through. It was different. They actually have pickup in drive-through.
Contactless.
It's a contactless pickup and drive-through.
Or at least to pay. Thank you.
I should have recorded that. You might have to have your mask on. Here. It's California, not Texas. Went in a drive-up pickup spot. Actually, I heard him say his name in the background.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Look at all the pretty flowers. Maybe find a spot and chill. At least it says that. Look, guys. Horrible. So you guys can tell the homeless is real. Getting trash. Horrible, isn't that? You guys saw that. The homeless is real. So you guys saw that he was getting food out of the trash. Instead of opening the borders and giving $87 million to those that you open the border to, maybe you should help people like that. Right, baby? Look at there. There's your bag. No parking anytime. That's a rip current.
I see somebody's parking here.
No parking of oversized vehicles. probably had to sit out on that bench there, or one of them. It's pretty. Look at what flowers they've got. Warning, dangerous cliffs, do not go on the beautiful spot. I assume that it's pretty expensive. RV Resort 12 to the RV Resort. Here we go. So, I was telling my husband that when we were in Planet Fitness, that I ran across two ladies that were doing the same thing that they were started in Colorado, and they had come down the coast this way, and they also left on Friday, by the way. And so they were actually doing the same thing we were doing, and they had they were going throughout the whole week doing the same thing, but they had gone to Yellowstone, by the way. So they went the opposite parks. So I thought that was funny that we come across the exact same situation, but it was kind of neat. So if you notice, there is no direct destination. We are just now freehanding it down the coast. Just enjoying the trip now for the whole day. Though I know where we are going, I'm just not telling you guys. We know where we're going. I'm just not saying it to you. So, haha. But we are going to just hop stops as we see them. Just drive on down. It says Shell Dance Orchid Garden. Just enjoy the drive. Now this does look like West Virginia. It's beautiful. It's the state logo is God's Country, which if you've never been in West Virginia, highly recommend seeing it. Guess where my husband stopped? Right down over where we were at up there. We were on the other side. Look how beautiful. Gorgeous. So I'm going to get me some beautiful pictures. Then come back to you. Freezing my tail off. Little rocks for my son. Like that one. Rocks or seashells for me. Always have to watch out for sharks coming up on the beach. Depends on what beach. Coca is on the beach there and the shark came right up to me, so always observant. How beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay, so you guys might think it's silly, but I'm taking the sand with me. Sand's really expensive, can be very expensive for getting really good fine sand. And I use good sand in my resin projects, my craft projects, but look how beautiful the sand is. So this is San Francisco Babe sand. And I'm gonna get some at other beaches and I'm gonna use it in my resin. And I use them in some of my ashtrays. I use it in some of my pop sockets. So, and you guys are going to see that. And I just use, I have just a little bit left of my Florida sand. And they're used in some of my projects. So you guys are going to see that's for sale. So, the sand that I've been using is from Florida. So I'm using the Gatorade, and I actually sterilize my sand. So that's my first one from San Francisco. I had to go back to the car. Yep, and this will last me quite a while. And if I need more from California, my daughter can get it. Independence Day, wasn't it? I'm not gonna tell anybody what you just did. Unless there's a cop sitting on the other side. Oh wait, there's clouds sitting on the other side though. That's cool. Coming to the top of the mountain to all clouds. Though if you're a Tesla owner, I can tell you what he just did. We are at the top of the mountain. Very cool stuff. one of the points of the beaches. All the cliffs. Don't know if I'll go down there because there's not much we're gonna see because of all the clouds being so low. Kind of a bad day. We'll be back. Part of why I said I probably won't go down there because you can see, or even if we stopped at one of those cliff lines, you can't really see too much. Probably would have saw the cliffs down here. And even though I have a hoodie on, these people nuts. Is now June 1st, and it's in the lower 50s today. See how beautiful it is up there. By watching some of the other videos on YouTube, that there are some of the cliffs where nobody's allowed to go down in there. Stopping for long periods of time. We were just going to stop and just roll along because we do have plans. Hitting points of interest. And that has to be a log from one of the marina docks. I don't know what that person's doing, just standing in the water. From being on the east and west coast, I would much rather be back in Florida because the water is much warmer. This just reminds me of the water in North Carolina, Virginia area. Oh, he just went under. Yep. Poor guy. It's just cold. I like the waters in the Keys. Warmer, saltier, floatable. Cocoa Beach area. I don't know, I guess having the honor to be able to travel a little bit more. Even around Tampa Bay area, the water is just warmer. Though I gotta say, there's really not that much seagrass. I gotta give it that. But at least the flowers up around the rocks are beautiful. The cliffs are gorgeous. Sharper. And they don't have hurricanes. was Montero State Park. The trees are interesting here. They're little like stick
Turn right onto Cypress Avenue.
pines where you can literally just kind of like fork them out. Not like at Yosemite. And they, I don't know if you can see them. If you can pause the video and look at the pine. The trees are very interesting. It's like a child painted them. But we're gonna follow the coast. Gas is $4.39. Gas in San Antonio is a distillery.
Now turn right onto Cypress Avenue.
Oceanfront dining. It makes you wonder, where are we going? You're surprising me with spots. But the pines are very interesting.
In
Boy,
500
this state would be
feet, turn
ripped
left
up if a
onto
hurricane
Airport
came
Street.
through. They wouldn't know what to do. They really wouldn't.
Now turn left onto Airport Street.
There's an airport over here. We're discovering the undiscovered that nobody's videotaped, but there's a distillery. Ooh, we should stop and get a bottle. Oh, I will tell you, I am looking forward to my really very, very deep, very, very big tub. How do you run an airport? Well, then again, Florida has an airport running alongside of the water. Now this reminds me of the one, what movie did we just watch? It looks just like the airport.
Greenland?
Yeah. Is that the name of the movie that we watched?
Yeah, where they're trying to catch the last flight to the safe haven after the meteor hits.
Yeah.
All the people gathered at the fence.
Yeah, it looks exactly like it. That was an excellent movie, by the way. Why are there so many cars down here? Is it because of the distillery? Awful lot of cars down here. Pillar Point Harbor. Mavericks Beach. So there's a beach down here too. Actually live down here. Trailer homes. Interesting. Again, I keep thinking if we were in Florida, they would not be living like something like this. They wouldn't want to live in the peninsula area. And again, they do all over Florida. That'd make a great strawberry patch like in Florida.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Stanford Avenue. Now turn right onto Stanford Avenue.
Ooh, Cutlass. Or Duke's
turn right onto West Point Avenue.
Mustang. Oh, they jacked that up.
Now
Harsh.
turn right onto West Point Avenue.
The pine trees. Now I know what the pine trees look like. They look like the ones they had in the Wizard of Oz, but they weren't pine trees. They were apple trees. But they were so poorly done. And if you guys ever remember the uncut version of let me phrase it, not so much the uncut. Well, I guess it was uncut of the Wizard of Oz. You can actually see the people behind the trees in the actual original uncut version. But they cut it and sliced it to where you couldn't see them anymore. Ooh, swamps. Now that's a Mustang convertible. That's a mid-90 model.
Now bear left.
Whoa, what the hell? Okay. They think they're cool. Yep. They think they're so cool.
Now your destination is on the right.
Whoa. Pillar Point Wetlands Salt Marsh Habitat. Do not enter. No dogs allowed.
They'll get eaten.
Well, when I think of marsh, I think of gators. And I know better that California do not have gators.
Okay, this one was kind of a swing and a miss. And I saw Mavericks Beach and thought it looked interesting, but this is more of a freaking yacht pier.
Well,
Oh well.
it's something that folks that are looking just will find out that is a swing and a miss. No gators. Get swamped. Just so you know, it's a swamp, but marsh, but no gators. Dunes Beach.
Now bear right onto West Point Avenue.
We'll go check them out. So we come down around the corner, and then there's the harbor. Now this is a lot like Tampa.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Cabrillo Highway North. Now turn right onto Cabrillo Highway North.
It's also a lot like Key West. You know? Did you notice that?
I lean more towards Key West than
Yeah.
Tampa.
My husband was saying about how they like their Ivy Leagues because the streets were named after what?
Ivy League schools like Harvard, Princeton, Stanford.
See, even Key West doesn't have this. That water's got to be harsh at night. The beaches in Key West, they have their harshness sometimes, but they don't cut in like that. No alcohol on the beach. That's the total opposite of Key West. Rules at Key West. Very simple. Obviously no drinking and driving. No drinking and boating. Drink everywhere else.
Leave the chickens.
Yeah, leave the chickens alone and kill you. Well, I can't.
Remember
Chickens and roosters are everywhere. Yeah, I always tell everybody, you always know you're in Key West when you see cocks and nuts. Because chickens and roosters are everywhere and coconuts are everywhere. And iguanas, which are not indigenous to the area. It actually started up in Miami where people had iguanas and let them loose, and then they have traveled all the way down around. There end up being a lot of roadkill, but the biggest one we saw was bigger than the size of a wood picnic table. They're huge. The hand was bigger than my husband's foot. Huge. But the one time we camped out, because we camp on the Navy base. We got there and there was one there and he had no tail. And my husband said that he goes, "Oh look, you got a friend already." Because my daughter always says that I'm like Dr. Doolittle with pets. And you guys obviously saw that with the chipmunk. Because they're like my friends. I make friends with any animal. But he's like, "Look, you already have a friend. We were waiting for you." The next morning there were 3. The next morning there were 5. And I was like, "Nah, we need to go." I think we stayed, was it 2 nights and 3 days? I was like, we stay another night, there'll be like 7 to 9 of them. We need to go. He kept bringing his friends. And they would just hang out right outside our tent. No crap either, because I got pictures of it. My husband keeps telling me I need to like pop in pictures for you guys. And I'll try to do that. But it's nuts. They say he close to close. He close. they're getting ready to raise the taxes here again. At least they're paving the road. I mean, they should for as many people that get on this road. And there's some more cliffs over here. It's obviously private property over here. Coastal. Found a coastal here that we can go down. Is it a private property? I think it's private. No. Coastal view. That's what it says. It's walking. It says walking. I think it's walking only here. It might be walking only. My husband, who doesn't listen. It says no trespassing. Private property. This is Vista Point. No trespassing. Yeah, don't go. But it's funny because it says. So we finding all these little spots. Now you can see where I was talking about, like the pine trees that are just. They're not the sequoias.
I think those are trash cans.
Does it really? They think that the propane tanks are trash cans. But they're just, yeah, these pines. People call us the tree butchers. I would be cleaning up some serious trees. And they wonder why their trees just catch on fire. You see what I'm saying? I mean, these trees would easily catch on fire. These people don't know how to clean up their trees. I see that as so much fire hazard. Don't have signs like that and don't want people on their property, then don't have those signs like that. Especially where that sign was out there on the street or on the road. And it has little feet. If you don't want people on your property. Well, that's another one to tell you guys if you guys are watching these videos. We just busted that folklore. And we have all day today to play, and then we have a destination tomorrow that we will leave a surprise. And I am still trying to get up all the other videos, only because I have to clean up all the little videos in between to make room. At least I'm not in the middle of nowhere. Well, sort of still am, but there's at least telephone lines, and do we have signal over here? It's spotty.
Yeah, it's
Oh, there's the lighthouse. Bam! Lighthouse. Matter of fact, it's humorous because our first lighthouse we ever saw was in Georgia. Do you remember what the name of that lighthouse was? And it was the first time our kids actually saw the ocean. I wonder if that's private. Some lighthouses are actually private. I had a great conversation to two bikers that were out on their bucket list too. The succulents are just driving me crazy because look, just not something that's normal. Look at this. Look how beautiful the succulents are. Aren't they beautiful? The purples and then the whites over here. My husband. Ooh, ooh. Don't want to step on the beautiful succulents. He crazy. I'm not going down there. He wants me to come down. Okay, pause. My way down here, I felt like I was north in the Wizard of Oz, and look at this view. Look how beautiful. I could get some seaweed on here. Look at that. So yeah, highly recommend you come down to this lighthouse. Definitely on the list that nobody has mentioned. Gorgeous, and the succulents are just gorgeous. I've never ever seen so many succulents in my life, and they're just beautiful, and they're in full bloom right now. Look how beautiful these rocks are. So if you guys like what you're seeing, be sure that you share, like, and give me a thumbs up so that we could do more of these little trips. And only this time that we, instead of stopping and just little spots and doing like 8 or 9 days of pop, that we could just go and explore more in one location. Or if you want us to do like a week trip like we are. Look at this. See the difference in the water? Like the other beaches that we just passed, though, the sand was much lighter. But obviously you can tell because the rocks are beaten to hell. The sand is obviously much darker. Look at that. Gorgeous. Oh, look, we have a little friend down here. You see him? He hears me. He's looking at me. Hello, little buddy. Yeah, you're annoying, you guys. Hello. Hello. Hey, little buddy. I'm gonna crap to say hello. No. No. I don't know about you guys, but this is just breathtaking. This is the other side of the lighthouse. Again, just an absolute spot just to come and see. It's gorgeous. And just the variety of the way that the succulents even change colors on the rocks. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. If you're a photographer like me, you just love it. It's just gorgeous. What a great spot. You don't have to pay for parking. It's just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So all hail photographers, come on out to this spot.